Yes, people, good evening, guys. Welcome back to Danny AFC TV. A second or two late in the building, but what can you do, man? That's just me. That's just me, y'all. But yeah, shouts out to all the real ones. Please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Now, guys, football is almost back. When I say football, yeah, we are back in pre-season training. Fantastic. Um, but hence the title of the video, there's a few people that I reckon won't be going to America. Obviously, most definitely, Charlie Patino is not in Germany. He's posted pictures of himself on Instagram, Twitter, etc., of him training hard and alone at London Conley, which you wonder why. Like, we've kind of heard the rumours that he wants to be part of the first team football or out the building, but you still don't just have to just per se, sack him straight out the door, like without maybe a pre-season chance, perhaps. Do you know what I mean? So all surprising. Timber still waiting on the official announcement. We know it is done. Grievo, long time no see, bro. Wagwan, how are you, bros? Timber is done. Rice, as I said, it's lawyers just finalising things now because obviously Arsenal and West Ham couldn't actually agree the structure. There's been a suggestion today, it's 50 million and whatever, but who the F absolutely knows. Moses Caicedo, after all the talk, I want Arsenal, only Arsenal. He was doing a Mudrak special, liking every tweet from Arsenal players, following this Arsenal player, following Arsenal's official accounts everywhere, Insta, Twitter, and now the only club I want to play for is Chelsea. Fantastic news. Moses Caicedo, the only club I want to play for is Chelsea, which I do find extremely, well, number one, it's annoying, because what do you actually want him to say? You know what I mean? He's been making it clear he wanted to be a gooner since January. So, man, and was it just a financial decision, I suppose? Like, why couldn't we have got this guy? And where is the old schnack? But why couldn't we have got this guy? Why couldn't we have done something and got it over the line? That one there will always be a bit of a mystery for me, why we just couldn't get that one done real quick. Good evening, Linda. What's good? Again, as I reported last night, Danny is always right. Bang, bang, bang. It does look like, bang, we're not going to sign absolutely no one. But again, as I said, Darmish has said it on Sky, and there's a few super fans, and there's been things said on Twitter and everywhere else again today that Arsenal want this and Arsenal want that. And a lot of people reading massive amounts into what Darmish said on Sky. Arsenal have for a long time now, since Rafinha, wanted a right midfielder. Again, guys, I'd love a right midfielder. He has got Trossard recently. Nelson did sign a contract, 100 grand a week, so I'm not sure. Again, if Balogun goes, 40, 45 mil, do you know what I mean? Thomas Partey, 30 mil. I've got a sneaky feeling about Thomas Partey and Man United. Now, Man United don't mind buying an older midfielder. They've got Casemiro, 30. Thomas Partey's 30. I think he will go, Thomas Partey. I think he wants to stay. Tiffany. Oi, oi. I only know of one name called Tiffany. Interesting. But yeah, I can see Man United bidding for Casemiro. We know money's a problem for them. They couldn't get Havertz over the line. They're about to pay 50 mil for Onana. That's about 105 spent in the market. Then 45 for the Norwegian striker Hudgland. That's going to be like 150 mil. What Man United have done when they've spent 150 mil is they've done an Arteta special. They badly need central midfielders like Fred, McTominay, not good enough, got to go. Offend them all, big Yui, one. So I can see a late bid for Thomas Partey. But I don't want late bids. I've also been told, literally, because Arsenal played hardball with Newcastle regarding Kieran Downey, Braveheart. Do you ken what I mean, eh? Newcastle are just going to wait a few weeks, almost like to spite Arsenal and try and come back with a bid. Now, rumour is they're willing to pay about 30, 35 mil or 30 mil with 5 million in add-ons. But Arsenal calmly asked them for 42 million pounds up front, which I know Tierney's a good player, but still 42 mil is a lot of money. But Newcastle coming in late, if Arsenal haven't got the sales done that they wanted, like the Thomas Partey, like the Balogun, like the Lokonga, who knows if we won't switch it all up and just go back to selling KT or even Emil Smith Rowe. The transfer news, as I said, with Arsenal, we've been linked with like a Sporting Lisbon, ex-Tottenham striker. Tukumeni's back on the list. As always, Lavea. A name that keeps popping up is Eli Wahi. Now, he's a striker. He played for Montpellier, a better team than Reims. He scored 19 goals. But we've got a kid striker who went out to France, didn't know the league, couldn't speak the language, but scored 21 goals. Why would we want to spend 25, 35 mil on Eli Wahi when we've got Balogun here? I really hope no one bids the money that we want for Balogun and we just end up keeping the kid. I have a feeling Patino, like the title today, will not travel to America on Sunday. I don't think Balogun will. I don't think Nakonga will. The players that Arteta likes, he's doing a Guendouzi special. Like, again, isn't that kind of messing with their value? Like, shouldn't, if Patino's only got a year in his contract and allegedly you want to get him back on you want to guarantee a buyback clause in his fucking contract to whoever he signs for, why would you piss him off and just like not bring him to America? Why is he not in Germany now? Fucking confusing, guys. It absolutely is mad confusing. Offender RB, Jean RB, how are you, bro? Nelson better than who? Hold on, someone told me Nelson's better than who? Would you give him another chance, Pepe? I'd give him another chance. He's better than Pepe. I'm sorry. He's better than Trossard. He's better than Nelson. But you know what I mean? Zaha's on a free. Why would the guy ask me dumb questions? Just come in the chat. So let me just ignore that. Look up, bigging up, bros. Bigging up, bigging up, bigging up. How are you, G? How are you? So, guys, yeah, Patino training by himself, making it kind of clear that, look, you know what I mean? I'm unwanted at the club. This is why I want to leave. But why have Arsenal not took him to Germany? And clearly, he will not go to the USA either. I don't think the Congo will go USA. Balogun will not go USA. He's fucking American. Where are our American owners while all of this is going on? Now, guys, please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new this evening. There is more kind of Premier League and European news. Inter Milan trying to get Lukaku for 35 mil. Interesting, they're going to squeeze the life out of Chelsea. Won't pay more than 30, 35 mil. I bet they get their way with Lukaku, yeah? But they sell Onana for 50. Like, these Italians are proper good at just taking the piss, innit? We're broke, we're broke, we're broke. If I was Chelsea, I'd be like, give me the 50 million you're about to receive for Onana. Big up, Luco, what's good? All good, bros. How are you? How is Germany? How's the scouting going out there, bros? Party will go Saudi, bro. Money is too good. Interesting. Honestly, I thought it had been done by now. Why wouldn't Gerrard be taking him? Is he too wrapped up in Hengdall, getting Henderson over there? Mate, I think Party is just that guy, you know what I mean? To go to Saudi, you know what I mean? He isn't, apart from one of the two things that the same thing he got arrested for. He has never seemed to have been the flashiest guy and the craziest of lifestyles. And I think he did convert to Islam and become Muslim, didn't he? So I don't know, but maybe the Saudis know something we don't. It's another situation. I feel we need another front man. We'd like to see Balogun playing next season, but I really don't think Leo man trust him. Or how can you trust Nketiah, bro, but not trust him? It's another Guendouzi situation. It's the reason why Saliba wasn't planned to play for Arsenal. I was always right on that. The more you think about it, why have I got a Saliba shirt that says number 4 over there? And then Ben White come in and took it. Remember, Saliba couldn't get the number 2 shirt because Bellerin was still officially at our club when he got back. You've heard before, players had to wait. Thomas Partey had to wait for the number 5 shirt. Do you know what I mean? The number 4 shirt was taken from William Saliba. But because he was a player of the year in France, young player of the year, because he broke into the international team, and I'm talking not just on the 21s for France, they're fucking full international. Do you know what I mean? And look at the players they've got: Canates and Varane. They've got all sorts of talent, especially at centre back. Do you know what I mean? Loads in Germany that are good players that can't even get in the fucking team. Having a Saudi team support. Yeah, you know that, innit? See if we get a couple of Goonies out there. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool fans, I'm sure, will keep an eye on Gerrard's team and possibly Henderson. But again, it's a sort of financial decision, maybe Emi Martinez. But then again, he even fucked that up. Like, how would you sell Martinez and then keep Bernd Leno? And then a year later decide you don't like Bernd Leno no more? And these are the bits I don't trust Arteta with now. Bro, I shit you not. We're linked with Kyle Walker and Alvarez from Man City. I did report this last night at 85 million double bid. I don't think we'll get Alvarez, no chance. They've got Haaland and no other striker. They're not stupid. They're not going to give us a 21, 22-year-old World Cup winning striker. But we're linked with Carl Walker. Why are we linked with Carl Walker? We've been linked with another right back in Germany. We've been linked with Fresender, the Real Valladolid right back in Spain yesterday. Why do I feel, obviously we must be trying to cash in on Tomiyasu as well. God knows what's going on with Ben White. I think it's going to be Ben White and another right back coming in, like even perhaps a Carl Walker. I don't know. Or am I just going a bit mad there? Timber, I thought, would have been right back. But from everything I've been told, Grievo, and this is what's going to piss me off about Arteta again, Havertz ain't there as a number 10. That's Odegaard. Havertz ain't there as a number 9. That's Jesus or Nketiah, because he trusts them 100% fully. But not Balogun. But Timber, I thought he'd be the right back, bro. And allegedly, no. He's there as a centre back. And obviously, you must be linked with a couple of different right backs today. Fresender, Carl Walker, and a guy, Hendricks. Was it Jerome Hendricks in Germany, 26-year-old? I find it incredible. Why? I don't know. You need a central midfielder, you buy a right back. You know what I mean? You need a central striker, you buy a right back. I hear that, my brother. Nick, how you doing, brother? 2 nights in a row. What's going on? You know, innit? Telling you, me, I'm pretty much 7 nights in a row, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll have the odd night off. Do you know what I mean? Sundays and Mondays can be quiet days. But boys and girls, please be getting the likes on the video. Do be sharing the link. Don't be all shy now. Share the link to your friends. Every Arsenal game, starting from this Thursday, well, every Arsenal game, of course, anyway. But I mean, every pre-season Arsenal game, I will cover, starting with Nuremberg this Thursday. Now, tomorrow night, midnight, guys. I think it's USA versus Panama, and then at 3:30 in the morning, it is Jamaica versus Mexico. Guys, tomorrow night, there will be a double spectacular. USA, Panama, and as long as I'm still not trying to sleep by 3:30 in the morning, I will cover both of them, but I'll do them as separate streams to give myself a little 20-minute smoking break in between. So God knows if work will see me the day after. But tomorrow night, guys, double stream. USA, Panama. Is it the CONCACAF Cup? I can't remember. Some, obviously, South American Cup. And obviously, Turner will be in goal for the US. And then it's Jamaica. And I've heard a couple of good things about young Jamaican players. So I will be keeping my eye on this Jamaica game. I really hope they can beat Mexico and get through to the final and probably play USA. So, guys, be with me tomorrow night. A absolute double feast. And then Thursday, 5:30 p.m., Arsenal versus Nuremberg in Germany. 6 p.m. kickoff. So, brother, tomorrow night, international football. Thursday, Arsenal friendly. Arsenal in Germany. The first game of the pre-season. And obviously the 10 p.m. always stays, mate. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and also Linda. Phil may love her, you know. Linda's the lady of the house. Big up, Linda. You know, innit? Tiff is here as well. Come on, man. Why would you start screaming out names? And listen, my phone's always got to strictly be on that silent, innit? Tiffany, I can't draw in on that picture. I would be able to after the stream, see if it's the only Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany here. Oh, hi, lovely Linda. Linda's getting all the attention this evening. On that note, guys, I'm going to jump into the little Arsenal information today because, you know, again, I just don't do the BS thing. People are linking us with either Sporting Lisbon strikers. People are linking us with, I don't know, Musa Diaby in Germany. Like, come on, man. We're just not going to be doing it. He is a name that keeps coming up. And this is something like Arsenal would do to piss me off. Go and sell Balogun and go and replace him with a guy that scored less than he did, than Balogun did in France. Do you know what I mean? But Eli Wahi, the 19, I think, or is he 21-year-old centre forward from Montpellier. Newcastle are the latest team to inquire about Balogun, but this is allegedly only if Callum Wilson doesn't want to play second fiddle to Alexander Isak. I've already told you this as well. Partey, Lokonga, Balogun, they're the guys that need to go if Arsenal could be making a bid for any more players. A central midfielder is rumoured to be wanted. Well, Partey goes, Lokonga goes. I'm pretty much fucking very hopeful it would be. Gabri Vega, this is a name I've spoke about quite a lot. He's the Celta Vigo, attacking mid. He's been linked with Real Madrid, PSG and Arsenal today. Allegedly, he has asked to leave Celta Vigo. Right backs linked with right backs galore linked to Arsenal. Fresender, the Real Valladolid 18-year-old right back. Henrik, 26-year-old German. And the latest right back is 31-year-old Kyle Walker, which would massively surprise me. We're linked to a double rate, which I did say last night. It has been catching attention today. I've seen the Twitter super fans putting it out there. Arsenal are going to make a £75 million double bid for Julian Alvarez and Kyle Walker of Man City. Well, Kyle Walker would confuse me, not only because he's 31, but we've already got Timber. Is Timber really going to be a centre-back? Where does Saliba play? Is someone told me something that I don't know about Gabriel? I am, bros, but it'll be the day after I'm probably going to blow out. Not that I'll be telling the T-man that. It's because I'm going to cover USA and everything, bros. If you're off for a couple of days, come around to the nutty one, bros. We'll do the live stream together. Oh. Isaac, was it Heathrow? I know, bro. Allegedly, Isaac as well was caught in an estate agent, you know what I mean? Yeah, house hunting. No, Phil, not today. Wonderful. You'd be better off getting Kyle Walker, Peters, and Kyle Walker. They've even got a decent right back there as well, signed from Chelsea, Liveramento. I know he's had a terrible injury. I'd probably agree with that, bros, because he never really made waves last season at Blackpool. But how do we really know, bros? You know what I mean? He only played at Blackpool, a shitty team that fought relegation all last season. A couple of pre-season games, bros. Do you know what I mean? Why not? Why not is he in the team to go Germany? Do you know what I mean? Is it because he was signed before Arteta? Arteta doesn't like people that he didn't sign, I'm telling you. Didn't sign Pepe, you see how he treats him, bros. He didn't sign Guendouzi, you see how he treats him. Just saying. Just saying. Who the F is Charlie Patino? One of our reserve kids. We signed him from Luton. And everyone, you know what I mean? The next Lionel Messi, all of that sort of bollocks. And yeah, he's in the last year of his contract. But he's posting pictures of himself, basically, training alone at London Conley. So, yeah. Guys, please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we are new. Nuremberg on Thursday, as I've said, for 6 p.m. kickoff. Alvarez and Walker, £85 million double bid. Patino to stay at home with Lokonga and most likely Florian Balogun. And Arsenal and Liverpool are watching the Levi Colwill situation closely. Allegedly, Brighton have come back with a £35 million bid that Chelsea have said no to. The thing is, Levi Colwill says he will not be a backup dancer at Chelsea next season. Romano tweets, Caicedo, I only want Chelsea. Funny that he only wanted Arsenal about a month ago. USA, guys, versus Panama, Jamaica v Mexico, both to be covered by yours truly, Danny AFC TV, tomorrow night after midnight. Mana Solomon has completed a move to Spurs. LOL. CFC, Chelsea and Juventus. Now, there's been talk, Juventus want to get involved on the Lukaku bid. Do you know what I mean? They're talking to Chelsea. And Chelsea allegedly are looking at Dusan Vlahovic. But then again, they've been looking at Balogun allegedly. Do you know what I mean? Could there be a swap on the table? Lukaku to Juventus, Dusan to Chelsea. Ferran Torres has been offered to Premier League clubs for around £25 million. Who? Caicedo. Fuck, I don't want to talk about Caicedo no more. Man United are considering a £30 million move for Thomas Partey. The £50 million deal for Onana is almost done. The Norwegian striker Hudland, 45 million. The Atlanta guy could also be on his way to Man United for about 45 mil. Now, the centre-back who won the Under-21s European competition and who played alongside Levi Colwill, big fucking strapping lad, Taylor Haywood-Bellis, he's a Man City guy, of course, but he's been watched by Newcastle. How come Arsenal, if he was to be a young, decent centre-back playing alongside Colwill, why wouldn't Arsenal be looking at him, you know what I mean? Anyway, always self-control from the Linda, you know what I mean? For you, look, him doing our transfer business. Mate, that's what happens when you negotiate with Arsenal, isn't it? That's what happens, mate. Seriously. Is a massive add-on to sign for Chelsea. Now looks like a done deal. Well, not really. I've got a good little link at Brighton, bros, and he told me again, like, shit, Danny, you really are that shit hot, mate, because you did say there was something suspicious in that Caicedo bid in January, and he goes, why aren't Arsenal come back? And he basically said, yeah, Arsenal have confirmed they're not interested in him, because when Chelsea first started annoying Chelsea about a week ago and trying to do this whole, we want to pay you over 8 years and blah, 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 Brighton ain't really interested in that sort of deal. Have no idea. Don't listen or watch or do have anything to do with the BBC, Mr. Phil. But guys, please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Lukaku on his way out of Chelsea. At 35 mil, ain't the worst deal, man. Could Juventus be about to do a swap, or will he go back to Inter Milan? Not you this time, Phil. Other European news: Chiesa being watched by Liverpool. This was a guy that was meant to be the target of Arsenal last January. Taylor Hayward-Bellis interested to Newcastle. Newcastle will rebid for Tierney. Guys, where is this Balogun going to go? There was rumours last night we had a 40 million bid, unless it was just agents' talks. I don't believe Chelsea would actually sign Balogun, you know what I mean? They've got Nkunku, they've got Jackson, and I reckon, I don't know, with Neymar's and Mbappe being told they can get the hell out of PSG ASAP, where are they going? If Mbappe don't go Real Madrid, seriously, the way I see it is they're both on their way to the Premier League. Google knows that Phil Mitchell. Interesting. And guys, what do you think? As I said, like, I've told you we're kind of done. We do have to sell. And now this is the thing, like, do you know what I mean? As long as it takes Arsenal to announce a deal, I'm afraid it's going to take us quite a while to probably sell some players as well. Do you know what I mean? And if we have to wait too long near the end of the window, imagine if we sort of sell Partey, sell Lokonga late, or worse still, sell Partey, loan Lokonga. We're going to have to rush out and get a midfielder. Will Lavea, Tukumeni, Caicedo definitely won't still be around. You know what I mean? Arsenal should be brave and just make that one or two last signings. You know what I mean? I'd love a winger at the club. I'd still love Zaha. I'm very surprised. He says he'll make up his mind in the coming days where he's going to go. Italian teams, Saudi teams have made him sensible offers. I think he's going to take the easy option, the comfortable choice. 200 grand a week, 4 years at Crystal Palace. Do you know what I mean? Never heard of Edwards. More Irish than Welsh, perhaps. I don't know the geezer. But guys, please be getting the likes on the video. Where is all the boys from the group, man? Where's UE? Where's John Arby? Where's Grievo? Where's WB? Where's all the group boys? They've been ghosts over the last few days. Where's Hussein Juma as well, man? He's been a ghost. But again, bollocks, guys. The more and more I'm hearing and the more and more I'm digging, we're definitely done in this window. Do you know what I mean? We're not really the team that seems to be intelligent to go for a free transfer. I would have took Thuram. Marcus Thuram, man. 25 goals in Germany, even though that doesn't mean very much in Premier League terms. But yeah, free transfer, man. Got to be better than Nketiah. And the Balogun one confuses me. Seriously. Enwari, I'm telling you, man. I've heard dodgy things about this. I've heard he is going to stay. He's turned down the advances of Chelsea and Man City. But allegedly, if things ain't going his way, he will be able to leave after 12 months. But I'm trying to have a lot of that confirmed to me. Would I take Pogba? Bro, if he was on a free, yeah. He's got unfinished business in the Premier League. And at times he did look good at Man United. I don't know if these injuries that he's got going on now, though, you know what I mean? But Pogba's a good midfielder, boss. Let's have it right. T, what's going on, my brother? Again, bros, it depends what you're serving me up. You'd have to be mad to give me Jorginho. Do you know what I mean? You'd have to be mad to play on any next season, but it could happen. Blessed eye. I'm doing shots with my niece, laugh out loud on video. Oh my God, shots, you know. I'm beating you 5 shots to 1. Wow. Shots on video. That is brilliant. I love that. Shouts out to you, Tiff. What's going on, gal? How is, I'm not going to call it a village, your side of the world? Apparently Juve only won 10 mil. For what? For who? Pogba. But then again, his wages would probably be a disaster. Who knows? But again, no, he isn't my number one target. I want to say, though, I want Tuchemeni or I'd want a Lavea. But clearly, they'll be in the building if we wanted them or could financially do it. At 10 million, bros, I don't know. What about his injury situation? I didn't see him a lot for Juve last year. Seriously. Man United. I put a mad price tag on Harry Maguire. Surely not, bros. They want him rid of, bros. No way. No way. I heard something even funnier. Tottenham was looking at him. No way. 50 million for a while. Laugh out loud. They won't be able to give him away for free. Leicester will have him back. West Ham might go for him. They're looking for a centre half. They're looking at that John Tal in Germany. I can't remember who else. Some other dodgy little defenders. West Ham? Don't know about 50 mil though. Like, are they stupid? 50 mil? Like, who are they kidding? They must think Arsenal's coming along. It's Ben White the second or something. Madness. Do you like hamsters? Interesting question. Wow, £50 million. Are you serious? Jesus. Shit, I totally missed that. Don't know what the whole Freddie Star is. Wow, Grievo. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to Nick. 50 mil. That means they're keeping him then, innit? That means they're keeping him. Players are massive wages that nobody wants are effectively worthless. Exactly, Bugs. Most definitely. A problem that Wenger first took us down that trapdoor, really. Johan Giroud, Nicholas Bentner and players like that, do you know what I mean? Having too much faith and confidence in little fuckers like that. Then come the Exactas, Mustafis, and the striker, Lucas. Is it Lucas Perez? 17 million. Oh, God. From Spain. Like, how ridiculous was that, guys? Like, seriously. Of all signings that you wouldn't need or want at your club. But, guys, can I please ask again? Almost half an hour into the stream. Please be in the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Remember, Thursday, Arsenal back in business. Arsenal versus Nuremberg in Germany. 6 p.m. kickoff. That means I'll be in the building from about 5:30 on Thursday. But tomorrow night, just after midnight, USA versus Panama. And if I'm still awake at R3, it is the game that I want to cover, Jamaica versus Mexico. I reckon I'm going to cover both games tomorrow and not go work, obviously, the morning after. And then to keep this up clean. Where I will demand them tonight. I don't know. And you know when I do the late streams like tomorrow, bros, like you'll probably be there, but a lot of the man them won't be there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, where are they all? Should we try and encourage them to get in? Let's quickly try and get a little signal out there that I'm live. Guys, only 7-8 likes on the video. Can we please hit the likes on the video? And yeah, someone's throwing me some random questions. As I said, so for Arsenal-wise, we know we're done. If Partey goes, Balogun goes, Lokonga goes, and maybe KT, or even perhaps Emil Smith-Rowe, we are probably going to re-enter the market. But until then, we are done. Which makes me think, how necessary was Havertz? Timber the centre-back, Havertz the central mid. Man, it does make me think, have we done absolutely everything correctly this summer? It seems like a whole fucking, I don't know. It's very Arteta-ish if you ask me, so sorry people. Right, let me just put this on Twitter as well. I keep forgetting Facebook, screw Facebook. But last time on Twitter. So guys, please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Copy link. What happened there? My Twitter account, I thought it disappeared. Alright, live now. What do you think Arsenal could do? What would be the best player for you guys? What for you would complete this window? For me, I just want to be realistic. Could be boring, a central midfielder. At this moment, all right, it's 1 in, 1 out. But I've got this. Well, we know that Lokonga is not in the plans. And Partey, I feel we're actively trying to sell him. Yeah, you know, innit? You can pay on Arsenal.com probably, but I better research that so I don't go nuts. Yeah, you know that. Hopefully a few German ones. Do you know what I mean? Cup is on. They get that a bit quiet. Tell me about it, innit, bros? So I'll be covering that tomorrow. It's the semi-final stage. USA. Turner was the hero the other night in the quarter-final versus Canada. He saved 2 penalties, but there was no Balogun, no Yunus Musa, no Pulisic. But half of these fuckers are trying to sort out their futures. I'm like you. We have the same sleep schedule. There you go, bros. Love that, brother. Massive shouts out to you. And they certainly did, bros. I didn't even realise until the quarterfinals. Why are Arsenal so keen? Brad, could it be that he got arrested a couple of times last season? He did get arrested twice. Maybe for the face and the image of the club. Could it be that? Could Arteta be doing a Wenger? It's like, you're 30 coming 31. I don't want you. But then again, why sign Jorginho? Why sign William? If it's true that he wants Kyle Walker, why sign Kyle Walker? Trossard's licking 29. Why sign him? Again, Thomas Partey at that age, I'm sure he's better than a squad player. What it is, though, it's him and Lokonga have to go for us to maybe bring in a central midfielder. Tuchel won't stay forever, bros. Man United, I'm sure, will try and sort something out with Real Madrid. You know what I mean? In add-ons or whatever, because it's astonished me that Eric Ten Hag hasn't brought in central midfielders to that club. You know what I mean? I've got front row seats. Oh, wow. So that means the pictures will be amazing. Shouts out to you, Jean Arby. Make sure you're there nice and early. Cover Ladies World Cup. You think so? I won't hold up. Won't hold up next season. Get rid and get a better player. Again, though, bros. Saicedo's a better player, maybe. Or is definitely going to be a better player. And 10 years younger, but we don't want him. Tuchel, bro, we know he's available. Valverde, Real Madrid, available. Bro, in fact, there's quite a few players available at Real Madrid, you know what I mean? But obviously not the obvious ones. Do you know what I mean? They've got a couple of kids in their academy right now. What about that little central midfielder, Rodri? You know? The central defender who played alongside Levi Colwill for England in the tournament recently. Newcastle watching him. Big Bellis. But yeah, I'd rather him gone with Lokonga and one more in. You know what I mean? Levea I'd accept, bros, but Levea is not better than Partey yet. But at 19, I've no doubt he would be better. Tuchel hasn't played in the Premier League, but I'd still take him. And Saicedo, we clearly don't want, which is very strange. And considering what I've been told, like categorically, the only reason why he ain't at Chelsea yet, because Brighton ain't into this, like getting paid over 8 seasons. He didn't ask permission when, oh God, stick. Oh, wow, Phil. I can't be clipping these, bros. There's a quick one. Real Madrid are always trying to ship players out to sign the latest Galacticos. Exactly. So if we wanted to come in and we were serious, I said it could get done. So yeah. And again, we've tried to sell ship players and obviously been unsuccessful and just have them rotting like the Suarez's, Maitland Miles and Pepe's that we're not going to get no money for. But at least for a Thomas Partey, yeah? Unless there's something really true about this whole personal life situation and the arrested blah 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 and whatever we know what we're talking about, he's a sellable player. Like, he's been our best player since the minute he walked into the club. So yeah, and it does make you wonder why are we so desperate to sell him. But maybe again at the age, do you know what I mean? Refreshing. But then why sign Jorginho? That bit there. So yeah, I have a feeling it's something else. Maybe just he's fell out with Arteta, like not falling out, but maybe Arteta's just like falling out of love with him. That's it. Maybe he doesn't want to lose him. African nations. Do you know what I mean? Could be any reason. I hear that, bro. But again, I'm just saying, like Levea, that won't wait forever. You know what I mean? And I can't see the Balagons, the Parties, the Tavares, the Lokonga, even if we get money for them two fuckers, I don't see them being out quick enough to make us get the kind of replacement we actually want or need. Do you know what I mean? Real Madrid will do a deal with us if we took him any. We know this. They need to sell. They don't want to watch Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, or whoever take Mbappe from them. Do you know what I mean? And I know PSG don't want to do business with Real Madrid. And I know teams must be watching this. Like what Nick said last night, the centre back, the Croatian kid, Guarvi, it's gone quiet. He was meant to be joining Man City a week ago for around 100 mil. Why hasn't that happened yet? Could Man City be looking at Kylian Mbappe? I've ranked Arteta fourth out of 100 coaches. Well, that's hilarious. It'll be interesting to know the three above him. But the poor other 6 in the top 10 must be pissed. So yeah, bros, we've got to actively do it now because we know the is there. And Southampton, surely, man, can't we give them a player? Do you know what I mean? Balogun, obviously, RB want him to replace Christopher Nkunku, but they're not going to pay us the kind of silly 55 million we want for him. But with some of these players, maybe it's just, all right, maybe could we get a swap deal with someone? I don't know. Because, yeah, obviously Real Madrid don't want Thomas Partey in exchange, bros, but I'm saying, yeah, what are we going to do? If we're inevitably going to sell these players, we must take the risk and go and get the midfielder we want. City don't need Mbappe. Bro, De Bruyne, 31. Mahrez, 32. Silva, 31, I think. They're going to have to refresh eventually, mate. Trust me. They're going to have to refresh. No team in the world could say they don't need Mbappe, man. He's only played 20 league games and he's go out. I think he's played slightly more. But then again, bros, it depends. Again, you'd have to either trust me or, again, go back exactly a year ago. Look to the day when Southampton signed him for 14 mil. My next couple of streams, I was like, wow, we should have signed this kid. You know what I mean? Again, it ain't the guys that necessarily want from Man City. Zinchenko, all right, decent. Jesus, I'm 50-50 on him. He doesn't score goals, hence why Pep got rid of him. I'm just saying, Pep ain't giving us the players that he needs. What's going on, brother? Not sure. I'm pretty sure he isn't, bros. No problem, my brother. And I'd love Mbappe. And I'm telling you what. All right, the wages, I don't know, you know what I mean? But why can't we get a deal like this over the line? PSG would rather him come to the Premier League. But again, look. What did Craig say? Where is Craig? But Arsenal can't get a deal over the line, you know what I mean, without taking half a century for Declan Rice. So it's unrealistic to think we could ever get a player like Mbappe. But I think 100 mil cash, I think PSG accept it. They don't want him to go on a free, number one. They said they can't even afford that, no matter how rich they are. But number two, they know he'll probably go Real Madrid. Bro, he's 19. He was the shining light in a relegated Southampton team. Ben White cost 50 mil, mate, and he's shit. Will never be an international player. So I don't know. The problem with Mbappe is that the demands will be crazy. He'll probably want 50% ownership of the club. I like that. I do like that. You know what I mean? But again, bros, no. That's where I suppose you put your foot down or whatever. You know what I mean? You do your business right, 4-year contract, but you can go after 2 for the same money you paid for him. We've paid insane wages for Mbappe, Aubameyang and Ozil, considering he was just playing video games at home. So, you know what I mean? Look at Harry Kane, Tottenham. I'm hearing they are preparing, Levy is preparing a £425,000 a week offer for Harry Kane. At the end of the day, is that crazy money? Can Tottenham afford it? Oh boy, can they afford to lose 30 goals a season from Kane? RBL's at Drayton Park today. Buzz, why did you tell me now, man? Seriously. You should just come link up, man. We'll do a quick little video. Anyway, 1 Pep, 2 Ancelotti, 3 Spalletti, 4 to 5 Klopp. So Klopp, yeah, he's won a Champions League and a league title was 5th. I don't care. Because when I see Pep, obviously I expected Ancelotti, but I did expect Klopp, you know what I mean? Klopp has won titles in Germany. And he's won titles in England. And a Champions League. Fuck me. Yeah, but whoever said that is full of shit. Why is your energy low? Don't know, bro. I've been working back at work today, to be honest with you, bros. And yeah, got to save all my energies, bros. I'm gonna do a massive long stream tomorrow night, man. I hope my box doesn't ramp with me, but yeah, it'll be USA, Panama. Try and get a few like American new subscribers, but then Jamaica. It's Jamaica versus thing. And to be honest with you, bros, do you remember when I replied late on the group the other day? I said I just got up. I woke up at like 6, 7 o'clock the other night, bro. So I didn't sleep last night. So yeah, I can feel the tiredness coming in, bro. That's the order here being what the new top manager out of 100. Ridiculous. He wouldn't be in my top 100, to be honest with you. I don't know. 1 FA Cup, fuck me. 1 FA Cup. Anyways, guys, please be hitting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. So again, we're done. Lavea, Southampton have tried to talk to us. You know what I mean? Liverpool, watching the situation. They haven't got money to be just throwing around either. Sasado, we've made it clear we're not interested in. But we persistently get linked with Tukameni. I'm off, guys, and Phil. Except Where are you going? Don't you there? You need more rest, bro. Early to bed tonight. Yeah, most definitely, bros. Most definitely, because tomorrow will be a long one, providing my box don't play games. Good night, lend ahead. Please hit the likes on the video, guys. Do be subscribing if you're new. 42 minutes into the stream. Let's change it up. Other Premier League talk. Who is the top 4 next season? Who's signed the smartest players? I know obviously there hasn't been much major players going around. Maddison at Tottenham. If they keep Kane, he's a very attacking manager, old Ange. Do you know what I mean? And listen, he's going to be. He can't be worse than Conte and all that. I'm sure she doesn't, bros. We are night owls. Yeah, you know that, bros. I can't wait till tomorrow night. I hope you're there, Yui. I hope you're there. Timber right back, bro. Not centre back. Okay, I have heard different, and I'd love to think different, bros. And Ben White's his pal, so it just makes me think he's further down the pecking order, surely, if Timber was to be a right back. The only thing is, we are being linked with a lot of right backs. Rashenda, Kendrick, and Kyle Walker. The double bid that I told us about last night. Brov's pissed off. It's what do you call it? What he said he would do. Do you know, like when you retire, what Floyd Mayweather does? It's exhibition fight. So I got no time for it. Wasteman thing. He's almost done, isn't it? That's almost like he's putting out the whispers out there. If I don't get Joshua, but mainly Usyk soon, I'm done. Usyk's fucking gonna smash the life out of Dubois, Dubious, whatever you want to call him, Daniel Dubois. AJ, Dillian, interesting. The winner allegedly takes on Wilder. Wilder, I think, will knock either of them two up, especially AJ. So far, City, Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool. Bro, let me tell you something. You know, I like Ten Hag, and he done had an incredible first season. Trophy, final, and top 4. Something Arteta tried for seasons. He's having an Arteta type of window, bruvs. All right, Onana isn't necessary if you lose De Gea, but he did have Henderson as well. The striker next, they've got Rashford, they've got Martial. Do you know what I mean? You might need a striker, but fuck me, look at us with 2 strikers. Our ones don't even score. Do you know what I mean? Rashford probably outscored both our strikers last season. And they have got Martial, and I'm sure I'm forgetting a third name who can play out front for them. For me, like their centre back is all right, but I thought they could have maybe done with one more centre back, possibly a right back, but most definitely in the centre mid, 1 or 2, or at least 1 alongside Casemiro. Do you know what I mean? He can't do it all himself, like I used to say about Thomas Partey or poor old Declan Rice. As of next season, he won't be able to do it all by himself. If he's got 2 guys that go wandering and can go missing and get lost, Odegaard, as we've already seen, and Havertz for 3 years at Chelsea, we've seen this. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United. I'm going to have to wait to the end of the window to make my official top 4. What I more meant by that question is there anyone doing smart signings? Like Man City, we know, I'm sure, top 4. Liverpool well off last season. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea have got no Europe, guys. Do you know what I mean? There's none of this Wednesday, Saturday, or worse still, Thursday, Sunday. When we're playing in the European games, Chelsea could be gathering up little points and leads against their rivals. I suppose it depends how they sign still. But nice one, Craig. Liverpool, I still think they're 1, perhaps 2 players. But then again, they've got Darwin Núñez, who I do like. They've got the other dude from Portugal who's back from injury. Next season, as they've got nothing else to play for. Exactly, brothers. And the last time they actually didn't have European football, they did win the league, mate. On the Conte. I expected to return to training on day 17, as reported earlier today. So that's what I mean. But that's Chelsea's way of saying, all right, cool. Even if we don't want you, we're not going to devalue you or make you train by yourself. Like Arsenal do with a kid, Patino. Like, it's weird. Options for Paris Saint-Germain, as revealed here on Sunday. I'm hearing it's more likely to be the striker because not many people, Man United never followed up their interest, and he's worth a lot of money. The striker that me and you and Daniel, he was talking about, played for France in the final. Kolo Muani, whatever. I'm hearing it's not advanced, but it's very close, isn't it? They've spoke to his agent. He'll go back to PSG for ridiculous amounts of money. So watch this space. Munani shall be, I reckon, the number 9 next season. But they're going to need more, mate. They've lost Neymar, they've lost Messi, and they've lost Mbappe. Well, in my eyes, anyway. We have an agreement with the player, and we are ready to pay for larger budget. Well, we've heard it's only £2.5 million more. But again, not that I don't care. I don't care because obviously you know how much I wanted that player. You know what I mean? Bang. I was pissed watching him yesterday, clips of him training with Real Madrid. I put on one random channel, man. And yeah, that's what made me get the inspiration. I thought, right, yeah, Panama, USA. Yeah, man, got up my game. Obviously cover all the Arsenal pre-season games. But see what else is out there. A bit of Real Madrid, bit of Barcelona. Fuck Barcelona, bros. They've been manipulating and fucking up the transfer market for years. So why should they get a 17.5 million bargain? Vlahovic, who knows? Lukaku swap. Yeah, bros. He probably should have kept an open mind and thought, you know what, blah, blah, blah. But then again, if a Turkish hero and a superstar like Ozil tells you, listen, my experiences were really, really fucking bad at the club, broken promises, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I could imagine a young Turkish genius following clearly in his footsteps, maybe would listen to the great Ozil and decide to swerve North London. Do you know what I mean? My opinion is, did Arsenal already bid? Probably not. Just to piss me off. Guys, do get likes on the video. Do subscribe, and if we is new. Any more surprises? What is going to happen if people like Ziyech, Lukaku? Well, Lukaku will go Italy or something. Aubameyang, where's he going to go? Saudi? PSG, I reckon. Even though they probably deserve better than Aubameyang, he'll score a lot of goals in France. PSG, considering they're losing their three superstars, their front three, they should look at Aubameyang. He might come back on the logo, man. If Wenger was here in any capacity, like if the rumor was like once upon a time he was going to be moved upstairs or like a technical director and blah blah blah, yeah, maybe. In Turkey, Real Madrid is the biggest in the world. Ozil, Nuri, Sahin, oh man, there's a name. Altintop all went there too. Wow. Forgot Sahin, that's the central midfielder, isn't it? Nuri Sahin. Wow. There's actually Real Madrid. I'll take Uber back on a 1-year contract. Now, I think the Premier League has probably have done. I don't know, bro. I honestly just didn't have the heart at Chelsea. He just looked so done at Chelsea. I don't know. It really looked like it knocked the stuffing out of him to be sold and just given away by Arsenal. But I don't know. Oh, I would do that, bros. Look at the respect the guy's got, bros. The respect is incredible. Look at even down to Ozil. As he said, I only stayed and signed a new contract because of Wenger. I only come here because of Wenger. There was no way I probably would have ended up in North London and Arsenal in the Premier League if it weren't for Wenger and his love and trust for me. I would do that, bros. But then again, everything that I'm seeing, whether it is down to even little small players like Patinos or the Guendouzi's, anything sort of Wenger or just not Arteta Edu, it seems to be like persecuted and out of the club. He's our record signing to this moment because we're saying in Pepe. It's a weird one. Why he's been told he can stay away from training, why he won't be in the squad for Thursday's friendly, why he won't be travelling with the rest of the squad to America. Like that tells the rest of the world we don't want you. So all we can do is pay him for the rest of his year or send him out on loan and pay the fucking 140 grand a week. What's the point of that? Nelson, 100 grand a week? I honestly don't see why Reece Nelson is a better player than Nicola Pepe. But there you go. Other things have bugged me more. You know what I mean? The Guendouzi one bugs me. I don't know. It's the Arteta things. Why is Elneny there? Who knows? Rob Holding, another motherfucker that shouldn't be at the club. But guys, Eli Watkey is the only person really linked with Arsenal today. There is talks of Gabri Vega, but this is another attacking midfielder. Odegaard, Vieira, Havertz, Emil Smith-Rowe. That would be very Arteta-like to go and get Gabri Vega. But I'm very sure financially we can't be spending money. Balogun, Partey, Lokonga, sorry. These guys would have to go. But who are we going to bring in? We'll panic sign another old fucker. Who's Man City or Chelsea got now in the central midfield that's old and no good and who they don't want? Miles contract, yeah. Ripped up. Surely we get a few quid. Well, any other club could, bros. Trust me. Do you know what I mean? He's played for England, bros. Liverpool got 21 mil for Dominic Solanke years ago. He's never played for fucking England or anything like that. At least this motherfucker did. Oh my god, I'm getting the wrong charger. This computer's about to turn off. Yeah, so yeah, things like that confuse me. Why turn down 16 mil from Wolves if he obviously isn't a part of your plan? But what made him not part of the plan? The Instagram tweet about I wish Arsenal would just let me go to go out and play rather than just hold on to me for no reason, like out of spite or whatever. As soon as he dropped that Instagram tweet, whatever, I knew from there that that was his whole career at Arsenal. Absolutely done. 10 million we got. We didn't get 10 million for Guendouzi, bro. No way. That's what Arsenal want you to think. Imagine Guendouzi playing alongside Partey. Guendouzi would be alongside Rice right now as well, bros. He would have developed better at Arsenal in the Premier League. Plans for Fabio Vieira. Bros, that there is the $1 million question. Martin, what do you think? How you doing, Martin? Not bad at all, brother. This one is another one, brother. He won't, I don't think, send him out on loan. It's almost like admitting to defeat. You've wasted 35 mil. Hence why I do believe maybe Timber will play centre-back. But then what happens with Saliba? You can't drop him. Would Gabriel be dropped? Because that would be admitting another mistake. £50 million to Brighton for Ben White. What about his £28 million mistake from Brighton? Trossard. Does he even get on the bench for you next season? If the squad the way it was, for me, he actually wouldn't even get on the bench. Do you know what I mean? How you doing, William? Please be tapping that like button. Hey. And poor old KT. You were saying it the other day, literally as I come off that stream, there was little hints that he's homesick and actually would go back to Celtic. But yeah, realistically, financially, it's not going to happen. And yeah, mate, well, no one in Portugal would have the money or probably even want to take him back. He hasn't done anything to make anyone else want him. I don't know. He's going to stick with him now and try and give him a few minutes. But that means, I guarantee you, Emil Smith-Rowe again. His minutes are starved with Havertz and Odegaard being there. But Vieira will play ahead of him because that's the £35 million guy he got. Which again is another fuck up from him. It's interesting. It's fucking interesting, guys. I think we're done. As I say, I don't want to sound boring, so I'm going to jump off the stream in a minute, but I think we're done for the window. If we sell 2 central midfielders, obviously we might bring one in, but it's going to be all too little too late if it's done at the end of the window, which, again, is seriously going to piss me off if we allow this to happen to ourselves. Thought that dude, KT, going nowhere. No, he basically just said he's always loved Celtic, do you know what I mean? And in the future, he didn't say now, if it ever arose to go back to Celtic, they're his boyhood team, he'd love to go back there. And it was a big wrench to ever leave. But yeah, word on road is Newcastle will and shall make another bid. They're waiting to see if Arsenal do get player sales and maybe are a little bit more desperate to cash in and lower their £42 million valuation of KT. We could have, bruvs. We certainly could have. But again, depends how much you believe in that Mesut Ozil situation. But yeah, my feeling is we probably never tried. If I knew about Arda Güler a year ago, so should Arteta and Edu. Do you know what I mean? If you can get it for 20 million now, present day, Real Madrid, a year ago, probably could have got it for peanuts. Any sales are going into Stan's pocket. I believe that with like the Balogun and blah blah blah. But if we sell Partey, I do believe we need a midfielder. Come on the hoops, yeah, man, definitely. Big up the hoops for next season. I'll have to cover them in Europe as well, probably. Cover the wee super hoops. That's one thing. Brendan Rodgers, will he be able to do? You know what's better? Do you know what would be better? Yeah, it's just Celtic doesn't. I know they're going to win the league. Well, even if they're going to go in the Champions League, they should just go into the Europa League or make sure they finish third in the group. In the Europa League, like Glasgow Rangers, you know what I mean? The Scottish teams could progress and do all right. I know you get loads of money for being in the Champions League, but come on, man, the Celtic and the Rangers of the world are just not ready. And that's what makes me laugh. Like, I've spoke to some very passionate Scottish fans, and I like Scottish football. I love Celtic, so it isn't a disrespect for what I'm saying, but they're like, oh, if Celtic Rangers come to the Premier League, I think within 2-3 seasons maximum, they'll be finished first and second every season, above Arsenal, above Manchester City. I'm like, are you guys on crack? Have you seen some of the players you got in your team? Come on, the hoops. Barty will be staying. Well, hold on. Whoa, hold on. Well, right, you know, I started reading 2 comments in one. Right, really got a feeling Partey will be staying. It makes sense to keep him. Well, again, this is the optimal, let's say, time to sell him. He's 30, about to turn 31. He's got 2 years left on his contract. Next season, obviously he's a year older and only got a year left on his contract. And you know what happens, like Nicolas Pepe now, etc., with people with a year on the contract, we get no money, we get mugged off. So it's a thing where we just sort of don't like, trust, whatever the reason is, don't want him next season. Like, please get it done. Do you know what I mean? It isn't like he isn't a saleable asset. This isn't Ainsley, Nathan Miles or Pepe we're trying to get rid of here. This is a guy that's, you know what I mean, been solid for Atletico Madrid for years, you know what I mean? And Arsenal. Been our best midfielder since the moment he walked in. Why is this here for 2 in a row? Well, you promoted yourself from Conference to Europa League. So remember, there's a wee step, a wee level above now. So that's the first thing. And obviously, where you're going to get mugged off for Scamacca, 35 mil, and you're probably going to let him go out on loan to Italy. You need a striker, bros. I don't trust in Antonio no more. Got to get third to get in the Europa League. I know, but again, so even if they're in a group of death, though, bruvs, like a Real Madrid, a PSG, but then surely, like, I don't know, whoever, bro, just nick a draw somewhere, a win against the other whipping boys of the group. I don't know. Finish third, mate. No, they're not going to finish third. I mean, when they get into the group stage, yeah, just try and finish third. You know what I mean? They realistically wouldn't get out of the group anyway, but I'm saying don't finish bottom, finish third. Because I think Celtic could progress in a Europa League. Like, fuck me, look, West Ham won it with no disrespect. Look at Glasgow Rangers the year before. That's not good. What do you mean Linda's getting killed off at Christmas? No, she isn't it. No, she isn't it. Phone's buzzing off. We've already spoke about that. We've done the hour and minute, guys. Any last minute thoughts before I go? Shouts out to Grievo, to Phil, to William Martin, Jean RB, UE, to Linda, to Tiffany. Hopefully she subscribed as well. We'll have a little spot check on that. Shouts out to Jean RB in Germany. Can't wait to get some wicked pics and videos from him. I'm sure I've said shouts out to Craig, shouts out to everyone on the stream tonight, guys. If I've missed any of you, you know, I love you all. For me, yeah, Arsenal versus Nuremberg. Nuremberg now, Thursday, 6 p.m. kickoff. Of course, I'll be covering that live and exclusive. Tomorrow, I'll be back at 10 p.m. for the usual adult edition of Danny AFC TV, as I call it. And then at 12 midnight tomorrow, or maybe quarter past midnight, we'll be going live. CONCACAF Cup action, USA versus Panama. We'll be seeing, hey, our number 2, Aaron Turner, y'all. See if he'll be the hero again. He did save 2 penalties in the quarterfinals against Canada. And at 3:30 a.m. tomorrow night, or whatever the early hours or the morning, whatever you want to say, tomorrow, it will still be tomorrow night because I wouldn't have gone to sleep yet. I'll be covering Jamaica versus Mexico in the semi-final. Let's hope Jamaica and USA get through to the final. That would be the perfect evening for me. But I'm covering both games. So, William, don't be shy. Get into the stream tomorrow night, live and exclusive. I will be doing 2 or 3 streams. My 10 p.m. and then I'm doing 2 lives. I'm not gonna just do it as a double big long stream in case I'm really tired or the USA game bores me against Panama. I won't have to be forced into doing the Jamaica game. But the Jamaica game is actually the one I want to cover. Jamaica versus Mexico. Good night, my brother. Good night, dude. You take care. See you again, man. See you tomorrow at 10 o'clock, hopefully. And remember, I'm doing all Arsenal's pre-seasons. If there's any good ones, and I'm obviously not working, Real Madrid, Barcelona, etc., I will cover that. And I'll be doing the CONCACAF Cup semi-finals tomorrow night, and then the final. So yeah, please keep it Danny AFC TV. Never, ever, ever. Why do you think like I'm not a show off? I would just for the piece of like not trying to be naughty on my live stream, which I've really just got to stop doing, which I shouldn't smoke at all. But no, of course not, those. I don't do them pens either, those. You know what I mean? They're just unnatural. They give me a headache. I'm too much of a Naturalist, you get me. So yeah, nah, man. Cigarettes give me a massive headache as well. So yeah, nah. Our game in the US will also be on obscure times. Yeah, man. But as Yui said, we're night people. So yeah, bros, that's it. It's all good for us. Not a problem. But I better just start finding out where the links and where they're all going to be. So yeah, I'm not usually panicking. But see, the reality is, I get all of these games. But yeah, as in the Euros, like my box decided to kick in a minute or two into the game, like which I don't need in my life. I start getting the huff real quick. But guys, that is it for another night. 3 streams tomorrow. 10 p.m. live, which probably won't be the longest, but I always say that. And then at 12:30 live, USA Panama. And then 3:30 in the morning, I will be covering Jamaica. Yes, you get me, fam. Jamaica versus oh my god, Mexico tomorrow as well. So it is a double stream. There is so much of Danny AFC TV. Let's hope we nick some subscribers because I don't think a lot of the real ones. Maybe John RB here or there, possibly a Phil if he's a late a night owl, might be with me. If Linda was awake, I'm sure she'll be viewing. But I don't think a lot of my normal viewers will be with me tomorrow for the 2 live CONCACAF Cup semi-finals. The early one, USA versus Panama, as I said, starts at 12:30, and then the other one starts at midnight. But yeah, I better get them streams up and running. Daniel he was up, bros? Well, I still not done. Nah, bros, I told you last night, the lawyers are trying to get it done now. The clubs have done what they could, bros. The clubs have done everything they could. Let me just get a tissue and stay for a minute as you're here. I told you last night, bro, you can always trust in me, man. The lawyers are involved, bro. It's not like no one's going to prison or nothing, but yeah, lawyers are lawyers. And that should kind of give you the suggestion that, yeah, Arsenal and West Ham haven't been able to broker a deal. Or, well, they've brokered the deal, the amount, but the structure. Do you know what I mean? Hence why I was surprised that both clubs released it so early, especially West Ham being the selling club. And probably just guessing the way Arsenal do business. I'm like to fuck around, do you know what I mean? Right, she's back. Oh, she's in a good mood. Love you all. Oh, good mood, good mood. Why is that? Why is that? The phone will probably text in a minute. Daniel, Germany, Nuremberg, Thursday. Tomorrow night, bros, I'm covering the CONCACAF Cup. It's USA, Panama, and Jamaica versus Mexico. So please be with me. All of you, please be with me. Yeah. Party. Said last time, if we have a tight aspiration, party needs to be kept. Or, bros, if it's because he's 30, 31, and it's the optimal time to sell him with 2 years left in his contract, you know what it's like when they've only got a year left if he did stay. You have to get the replacement now, and a top replacement. Not just some panic signing like Jorginho or Trossard. You have to go get Ciceda, but we've got no interest, hence why he's still at Brighton. Do you know what I mean? Lavea, cheaper option, 45, Southampton. I'm sure we can work something out with them. But no. Tchouaméni, Real Madrid, we all know is available. Valverde, a former target of Arsenal, we all know is available. In fact, a lot of players are available at Real Madrid because they want to get Alphonso Davies in. They want to win the league. They want Mbappe. And look what Man City done to them in the Champions League. Real Madrid need to improve. No, I don't believe he actually is on bail anymore, bros. Or you wouldn't be allowed to skip off and fuck off out of the country, play for your country pre-season. He's in Germany, as far as I know. But yeah, as far as I know, bros, it's done, innit? There's nothing more that can happen to him, as far as I know. He's got arrested, and it's all over now. No further action, as far as I know. I'd be cool with that. I also believe we could pull off Tchouaméni, but it'll be hard. Well, not really. How hard? It's just, again, it's financial, bros. I'm not saying Real Madrid will be mugged off, And I'm definitely guessing Real Madrid would want most of it up front, whether it was 65 or 75 mil you gave them. Bro, they want Alfonso Davies, but obviously, again, bro, importantly, they want Mbappe. And again, bro, PSG are pissed off with Mbappe's attitude and Real Madrid. So they'll do anything to make him come to the Premier League. You know? I don't believe Real Madrid can afford to say there's 120, 150. So if a Premier League team come in with 100 mil, I believe Mbappe plays in the Premier League this season. Hence why Chelsea are probably selling. Hence why Man City haven't went out and bought the whole world. They went cool on Declan Rice. They now are going cool on the Croatian centre back Gvardiol, £100 million worth of defender allegedly. Chelsea, Man City are watching this. Liverpool, I'd say so as well, and Man U, but they ain't got the finances, not at this moment in time. If Man United got took over right now, bang, they would be looking at the Neymars, etc. Oh, he's off for a meeting. But Tuchumeni, we know, is available. Valverde is available from Real Madrid. That's pretty public, Bobs. Do you know what I mean? If we were some miracle to pull off Tuchumeni, damn, Arsenal suddenly become a top 5 side in Europe. Think about it. Is Tuchumeni so much better for you than Partey, do you reckon? I reckon we need another winger, but bro, we're not going to score enough goals. We've got 2 good wingers, Saka, Martinelli. After that, what happens? Vieira, Nelson, Trossard. Brothers, wingers, especially when you've got strikers that don't score goals, you know what I mean? Or don't score enough goals. You need wingers that are getting 15 or 10, 15 league goals a season or 15 goals overall each season. Do you know what I mean? Martinelli has to score more. Saka, he could get a couple more as well next season. You know what I mean? What if he gets injured? Saka's been injury-free and ever-present for the last 2 seasons in a row. Touch wood and everything, you know what I mean? He's due a fucking injury. A winger is needed. So, yeah, I think that's a bit premature. I can see where you're going. Great central midfield, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. We've got strikers that can't score over 10 goals a season. And we've only got 2 wingers I properly trust at the club. Do you know what I mean? Hence why I think, why did we do 65 million Havertz? That could have been a winger there. That could have been a striker. You need an omelette recipe. I'll text it to you, bros. Literally, the only thing that I can think, unless you like things like chives or like a little scallion and a spring onion, bros, it's just egg. But, bro, the restaurant style, bros, double cream, salt, pepper. Do you know what I mean? And generous over everything. The double cream, you know what I mean? There's not much more you can do to it unless you want me to just give you one, like, I mean, for vegetables as well. If you're going to add vegetables in, that's the way I'd do it. But I don't eat egg, remember? So it's never been one of my specialities. But I've made it as in when I was a breakfast chef at the Ivy. And the Cote, that French restaurant, they used to do scrambled eggs as well. Unless Havertz is a striker. Again, even though we could all disagree, and I hope I'm wrong, I've heard Havertz is more likely to be an 8, bruv. I've heard, and sorry, Timber, I'm hearing at this moment, is going to be a centre-back. That one there confuses me. But to back that up, though, we've been linked with, as you've seen today, I'm quite sure, Carl Walker. We've been linked with Hendricks, whatever, Germany. We've been linked with Ivan Freshender. And this is all while we've been doing the deal for Timber. We've still got Tomiyasu there. And if, again, remember, the centre-back that got beat up and put to right back by Saliba, he plays right back. What the F does Ali McClois know, mate? He doesn't know, mate. He was a striker that played in Scotland, mate. Do you know what I mean? So it means 0. As far as I know, he played just for fucking Rangers. Do you know what I mean? At least Duncan Ferguson went Everton and tried. I don't. But maybe he did come to the Premier League. If he did, he was obviously shit. our current window, we become a bit more unpredictable. Last season, everyone knew our starting 11. I'd love to say that. I'd love to agree with that, but again, bro, Rice is a central midfielder. It's no frills. He's not a goal scorer. He doesn't really assist. He doesn't really dribble past players. He doesn't put in wonderful crossfield crosses and gets many direct assists. But yeah, he's what he says on the tin. We needed him. Timber, surely a right back. He loves the left-footed, right-footed, left foot, right foot thing. So surely it's Saliba and Gabriel for me. That is in the defence. Will's just jumped in saying he's going Luton. I heard that as well. I heard the same. Yeah, Patino to Luton. Because Luton, what Linda said yesterday, which was an interesting question, and Sheffield United is the same. The teams coming up here, Sheffield United, Luton, they're not investing. Do you know what I mean? Luton have got 2, 3, 4 year players who got them to the Premier League, signed up on new contracts. That's all very nice, but my feeling is it won't keep you in the Premier League. I don't know. Yeah, well, Timber, Rice, you know what I mean? We know what to expect. Havertz could be an unknown quantity, as in he could kick on at Arsenal, but I don't know. See, for me, it isn't cheese, bros. All of the restaurants I work in, or worked in, like the Coat or the Ivy, they exchanged the cheese and put double cream, brother. So again, trust in me. According to the top Gooners, Patino was the next coming of Patrick Vieira. Yep. And then when they realised he wasn't that strong and tough, he was the next coming of Granit Xhaka. Do you know what I mean? But again, that's the super Gooners for you, full of shit. But I don't think he's had that proper run out. Did look decent in the reserves, you know what I mean? Blackpool, do you know what I mean? People have gone on loan and not really done well at a club, especially a struggling club. And you're an attacking mid, do you know what I mean? Playing under some motherfucker like, I don't know, Ian Holloway or something. Just not to be sort of given the time in pre-season or being in Germany now, you know what I mean? But the same as Lokonga. He's obviously not wanted, so he won't be in Germany. Balogun, I'm sure, won't be in Germany, but who knows? Yeah, John, you know to listen to me, bro. It's double cream. Double cream, salt, pepper, and the Coat used chives. And what did the Ivy use? The Coat used chives. Is about 10, and they are making him train alone. What's that all about? Again, bros, the bullying or just the mentality of the club, innit? Wenger did run Arsenal from top to bottom, and sometimes you'd think that is a mistake because he had control in everything. I mean, who we signed, who we sold, from contracts to dietary things, he knew everything. Now, it was meant to be that would never happen again. There'll be a director, blah, blah, blah. Maybe even what happened with Emery, it won't be the manager or the coach who actually even buys the players. He'll just be given the players and blah, blah, blah. It seems, yeah, it's Wengerfied a bit again. And if you don't apply to Arteta's whatever rules, you're gone. Guendouzi, you're gone. Do you know what I mean? He done everything to get back to Arsenal. Tweets and Instagram on the slide. Please, guys, hope you win the FA Cup. God is watching. Love you all. Wish I was there. Exactly. Told us all to kiss off and F off like that when he was coming off the pitch. Guendouzi didn't do that. He jumped out of his car sunroof and started doing it to Tottenham fans, blocking his way out the Emirates Stadium, and we beat them 4-2. And all Guendouzi done is remember his player, his goalkeeper, got injured. It wasn't a fake injury. His goalkeeper was down, and he backed Leno. away at Brighton. Like Vieira would have. But then again, Vieira wouldn't be allowed at the club now because he's too big of a personality for Arteta. Look at our record signing. You can't straight face tell me that Nelson is a better player than him. Or maybe even, Trossard or Nelson are better than him. There you go. Is anyone going to be stupid enough to say that Emi Martinez is a shit goalkeeper? Is anyone going to be stupid enough to say that Leno's a better keeper than Martinez? Surely not. Minutes at lighter cream. Not right. Put on that. Water. Who said water? Tavares not in Germany. Again, because he's not a part of the plans. You know what I mean? Exactly. Wenger wouldn't devalue his players. He was too smart. Even if he didn't want them, bros, he'd make the whole of the world and the media and all rival clubs think that that guy was still the best thing since sliced bread. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea told Lukaku, Uber, all to come to training. Exactly. That's what a professional club does, bros. They might not want to pay Uber and Ziyech and whatever anymore, but at the end of the day, they're still their players. You know what I mean? Arsenal tell theirs to fuck off. I've seen it all before, bros. You know what I mean? Gangster, yep. Biggest transfer mistake, of course. Do you know what I mean? But again, this was everyone's hero that done this, Arteta. Like literally, just from the way he played from Leno's injury to winning us the FA Cup, it was unreal. Safe, brother, Grievo. What do you think just before you go, though, on a couple of them points on Arteta? Has he always made the best decisions by the club? Was it right to sign Lokonga for 17.5 million and get about 5, not 10, like John Obi said, about 5 million from Marseille? Yeah, at most. One's a French international, one's not even wanted by us. Emi Martinez, like, do you know what I mean? World at his feet. Could go anywhere he wanted to right now. But he seems quite loyal and he's doing the right thing with Villa because he knows he could have went Man United this summer, Real Madrid, you know what I mean? Probably anywhere he likes. But we didn't want him. Even Aubameyang at the time. Was it the best decision? You know what I mean? We didn't have any strikers. We went with Lacazette. He didn't score a goal between January and the end of the season. In fact, because he was going on a free at the end of the season, he had down tools. Wasn't the best decision by the club, you know what I mean? I never liked Lacazette, but fuck me. You get rid of Aubameyang to keep Lacazette. It wasn't the best decision by the club. And here's another one. Vieira. Well, let's scrap that for a minute. Sending out Unai Emery signing William Saliba on loan. Now, we know by the contract, hence why Emery couldn't play him, the first season he had to go out on loan. The next 2 seasons, guys, he didn't have to go out on loan. He was already better than Holding. He was better than Mustafi. And he was better than that Greek motherfucker. What was his name? Giangalongapopoulos. Huge mistake. Other clubs would have been sacking Arteta. I was always right. He would never have played for the club. He had his shirt took off him while he was still at the club. You know this doesn't happen at any club. It doesn't even happen at Arsenal. But it's because Arteta's got too much control with it. But peer pressure is a motherfucker. And I do big up Mertesacker. It was when people at Mertesacker saying, like, what's going on with, like, Saliba? It's ridiculous, you know what I mean? Everyone can't believe, like, he's on loan, like, you know what I mean? You're buying 50 million wankers like Ben White. While this guy's the best defender in France and getting into the fucking French team. He come back, innit? Anyone hurts me more, bros, to be honest with you, man. It's really tough getting like Rice. We won't think about Guendouzi that much, you know what I mean? With all respect. I love Guendouzi, but a goalkeeper's really hard to come by, bros. So did I, bros. 18 years old, bros. Played 49 games in a row. Not many people can come from France and do that. And all he done was defend his player. And that's what I'm saying. Everyone, these super fans, if Arteta wants Havertz, I want him. If Arteta wants to give Nketiah and Nelson 100 grand a week, 4 or 5 year deals, I want them to have them deals. Like, excuse me for swearing, but what a bunch of cunts you lot really are. Super fans, you're fucking wanker fans. Honestly. It doesn't make sense. Nelson won't ever be a fucking international, and Nketiah won't be an international. You know what I mean? Guendouzi will. What the fuck? Emi Martinez, arguably one of the best keepers or most valuable keepers in the world. Argentina #1, has won a World Cup. Which Arsenal players won a fucking World Cup? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense, guys. Mavropanos. Well, at least he only cost us a couple of mil. But even at that time, yeah, he was possibly better than a couple of players that we had. But that there really doesn't hit the Saliba scales, bros. Going out on loan for another 2 years. Running his contract down. What does Chelsea do? If they let any shitty player out, Hudson-Odoi, Conor Gallagher, Chabloa, anyone, Loftus-Cheek, what do? They extend their fucking contract by a season. So you don't devalue or, you know what I mean, decrease the value of your footballer, your asset. While he was gone, we fucking took the number off his fucking shirt and gave it to Ben White. And then when smart ass at Arsenal, obviously he must have a little bit of a personality. He probably got sacked the day after the interview. The number 4 shirt, did you have an affiliation of it? Like, do you know who wore it before? Like, he was like, I don't know Vieira, I don't like football, la la la. He had no affiliation of the number 4 shirt. It was done to piss me off and to piss Saliba off. Simple as that. But guys, on that note, please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. Don't know how that got into the old Arteta rant, but yeah. Everything he does isn't the best by the club, you know what I mean? Saliba going out on loan wasn't best for the club. Signing Ben White. He won't be playing for England again, bros. He won't be playing for England again. Which position? We don't even know where he's going to be at Arsenal next season, right back or centre back. Ferran Torres. What about him? At Man City, now at Barcelona. Bubs, you know what? The reason why I don't think he's the worst player, I think Barcelona are only pissed off because he never lit up for them immediately. I don't know what their beef is with him. But he was all right in the Premier League. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? Pep didn't play him. For the amount of time he was at Man City, I see fucking Torres more than I see Gabriel Jesus or Zinchenko play for them. I hope so, bros. Why? Has it gone up or something? Has it gone up? I see a couple other YouTubers the other day, bros. Flying up, bros. Flying up. I was like, bruh, just don't make sense. Still roughly the same. As I mean, the last day or two when I checked last. But yeah, bros, hopefully, bro. It goes in weird things with me. Like, I remember going Crystal Palace away with Lee Akers first day of the season last year. I got a lot of subscribers there. One geezer probably didn't realise he probably advertised me a little bit. He was like, why is this geezer getting away tickets when we've been told, nah, it's all this first come, first serve. We've been going away games for 25 years. You're one of them typical wanker super fans. So basically, he put me up on Twitter. The pink shirt I was wearing, pink bandana, pink hat. And he done it from the back. Danny AFC TV, man, that tweet got a lot of attention. But I got quite a lot of new subscribers on there. A lot of people just said, like, so what if he wants to be at the game with all his club colours on? Do you know what I mean? Putting money in the club stills and then further printing, going to away games. And yeah, that kind of backfired on him. But yeah, do you know what I mean? Another time, obviously, would have been, yeah, just when I threatened, argued someone, spat bars, it went up a little bit there and there, you know what I mean? I still don't get Frankie Leon. They treat him like garbage in Barca. Still, he chooses to stay. Man has the Stockholm syndrome. Bro, do you know what? It does confuse me as well. Shall I tell you what it is? He's a greedy little bastard, and maybe just needs a better lawyer. From what I've heard, yeah, they still owe him between 6 and 7 million euros for the whole everyone taking a 50% pay cut during Corona. Now, when Man United were allegedly getting closer last year in the negotiations, he blatantly told Man United that he couldn't leave until they paid him. Man United asked Barca like that. They were like, well, we're not paying him. So you pay it on top of the transfer fee. Man United said, fuck that. Now, what I heard was Man United then kind of reached out to the player and his agents and said, well, if we do get a deal done and you accept our contract and our terms, will you waive the 6-8 million euros owed to you by Barca? And apparently he's like, no, fuck that. I'm staying till I get it. But if they've fought hard not to give it to him so far, like, I don't see why he's staying. What's he doing? Trying to spite them, leave on a free. Because Barcelona somehow, and Dembele done that, they threatened him and then got him to stay somehow. I'll never understand how they had the power to do that. But guys, on that note, please get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Shouts out to everyone. What's your point about Ferran Torres? Going for Arsenal? It's another one. What is he? Attacking midfielder, a winger, a striker? I just want like the right signing. Proper signing. I hope Timber's a proper signing. I hope Havertz is. First of all, though, with Arteta, he's just got to put them and play them in their right positions. Do you know what I mean, guys? Havertz as an 8 don't work. Timber, I'd like to see him at right back. Do you know what I mean? Anyone would be better than Ben White. Saliba and Gabriel, you know what I mean, will be fine. Gabriel pisses me off sometimes, you know what I mean? And he wasn't great when Saliba wasn't around. I'd keep an eye on Gabriel. If Timber was to play centre half, I hope it's fucking instead of Gabriel. Linked to the 31-year-old Portuguese striker. Who? Which one? Who's Portuguese and he's 31? Who? Who's that? I wouldn't trust anything that prick says anyway. Sorry to say, don't want to be rude about it, but yeah. Trust me. That's a hype thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Where does he play? Who's a 31-year-old Portuguese striker? Fuck me, anyone that plays in Portugal, I'm not saying he definitely does, but yeah, after the Vieira thing, fuck me, steer clear. Who could that be, brother? But Daniel Heat, thanks for coming in. UE, real one. John Obi, you know how I think about you, bros. Thanks for the videos, etc. They're beautiful. I'm going to go and put them out everywhere again. We start advertising USA versus Panama and the Jamaica game. Shouts out to Grievo, to UE, my real ones, Linda, Arsenal forever. Everyone that's been in the stream, guys. Love you all, innit? Peace out. I've got to go. We've busted an hour and a half, let alone an hour mark. And I've just realised Easy was supposed to be coming to see me. I bet he just knows I'm still alive and he's taking the piss. Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. 10 p.m. tomorrow. Thursday, Arsenal, Nuremberg, 6 p.m. And again, CONCACAF Cup tomorrow. USA, Panama, 12:30 and 3:30 in the morning. Jamaica versus Mexico. Live watch-alongs on Danny AFC TV. Please be with me, guys. Get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Peace out, people. Good night, y'all.